Alright lads, so I got early access to Bleach Assault Resonance, and today the developers did something quite cool, giving us a free SSR Toshiro. Toshiro is one of the newest characters in the game, and I've gone ahead and worked on the character to showcase him because I've not actually seen the character's gameplay just yet, and I've heard he's quite an exciting and powerful character. Now, if you are unaware of how this game does work in terms of how you build your characters, one of the things I will be honest that I'm not a massive fan of is that not only do you have to pull the character, you also need to pull their weapon stamp, and this weapon stamp gives the character an extra effect, but sometimes can even make the character better by allowing them to do additional skills, or more so lets them use it a lot. Likewise, we also have access to the synchro effect that once more gives them more stats and additional effects, and just overall rounds the character's kit to make them a bit more enjoyable. So there are reasons to pull for a character's extra effects like their stamp and synchro, and lucky for us, while having access to this closed beta, we can actually try the character out at its max potential. So first up, we can try out the character in story mode. There is a quest where we go against Xiaolong, and we get to use Toshiro himself, but I don't know if we have any of the special skills here. So that's going to be his parry. His first skill is going to be that. Maybe we can actually follow up with an additional attack. Hold on. Let's parry that. Never mind. We do get a second effect on that first skill. So despite us only having, again, 2 skills here. Oh, okay. Yo. That's kind of crazy. I'm not sure what the effects are there. And how we parry. There we go. Lovely. And how we can actually apply that effect to happen. But again, despite this game only consisting of characters with 2 skills, there are multiple things these characters can do. It seems like at the bottom there's going to be a charge effect, where once that does fully charge, similar to Shikai Ichigo, our first skill does change. And that way we become a significantly cooler character. Like, look at this. This is so cool. Okay. Let's flash it out the way. Now go and use the second skill. Activating the Bankai. How does that change us here? Okay, we're actually kind of flying around all over the place. This is really cool. Our first skill is now changed. Let's go and use that. Kind of did something there. Not entirely too sure. Here's the parry. Oh, that's really cool. Our first skill. We do get the freeze as well, and we actually do get a parry effect that we can automatically use with that first skill. This character can spend a lot of skills here. How long do we stay transformed here? It seems like it lasts a while. Guess we're building up the freeze gauge here. Again, once more, there is a kind of gauge effect in the bottom that is signified by his petals. Can we just stay in this form? Would I ever want to use that second skill? Because I assume it's going to end the transformation. Let's just go ahead and do it. 35k. Pretty decent. And we do de-transform. So, unlike Ichigo, the SSR version, which is another good character, when he transforms, he's only in that transform state for around 10 seconds. And the idea is that you want to go crazy within those 10 seconds. With Toshiro, it seems like you can just stay transformed. So right now, I'm questioning why you would ever want to de-transform, you know? And there we go. Xiaolong goes down. So that's the basic Toshiro that you do get access to in a particular story mission. And I assume that would be with all the skills available. Like I said, when you do get access to a character, if you pull their weapon stamp and synchro, they do change a tad bit. Now, in terms of the best team that you can use with Toshiro, I guess this will be nice knowledge to know before the game does release. Whenever we do get our hands on the global release, the official release, it seems like you want to use Toshiro with SR Rukia and also SR Momo. Now, I haven't worked on these characters, so I can't really say why they will work well together, but they are at the very least all blue characters. And in the case for Rukia, she actually can freeze, so you have some really good synergy going with these 3 particular characters. So jumping into our next quest, this time we are using my build Toshiro, and maybe we get extra effects here, or maybe we're going to see the same type of gameplay that we saw the first time we used the character, because I noticeably do see a difference with Ichigo when he has his skills. Alright, this is so cool though, this effect here, when you, before you even go Bankai, the Shikai goes crazy once that effect charges up, and I really like that. That's one of the things that I love about the SR Ichigo. One of the things that make him a really fun character, so to see that on an SR character, I think is really cool. And it means that while we charge up this Bankai, we're still going to be able to do some really good damage. Which probably makes sense too, because his first skill does have quite a long charge to it. Parry's coming up. There we go. Let's activate the Bankai. and just go absolutely crazy on these enemies. First skill ready. Into the parry. I assume the parry effect that you get is what you probably get access to once you unlock the character's weapon stamp. Because that seems to be an additional effect that likely will only be seen when you get that particular item. Going straight to the next one though, the more we play the harder it gets. Can we see what Momo looks like for those that are curious? Now she's level 1. So that's going to be a charge effect similar to Toshiro and other characters. If you hold down the attack button, you do a range effect with Tobuyume. That looks kind of cool. And it seems like it passively charges over time as well, which is pretty nice to see. Her first skill has a step away. Interesting, it just lets out a field. Probably works well with Toshiro, I assume, because again, the idea is to use both of them. Let's keep attacking with Toshiro. Maybe we can actually build up Momo's ultimate gauge without having to use her. Again, I really like this normal attack string with Toshiro. Very cool looking. There we go. Once more, get to use it again. The recharge for it does seem quite good, to be fair. Look at that. Next enemy spawns in. Can't really keep track of him. I'm too small as Toshiro. Parry. Never mind, we didn't parry. Let's transform. Maybe there is a limit. Maybe just on the last quest there wasn't. I guess we're going to find out. Yeah, so we do definitely get an extra parry effect when you use this first skill, if you have the weapon stamp available on the character. That seems to be very similar to SSR Ichigo too. Now we do have some effects in the bottom, but I really can't tell you what they do mean. But it seems like we're doing some pretty good damage. Yeah, you can just spam that first attack. And it doesn't seem like we need to de-transform then, so I guess that's kind of cool with Toshiro. But you know, you might as well, because I do like the de-transform state when that first skill comes in. If anything, it's just an extra attack that you can do to finish off the quest. Next up, we are once more going against Mayuri. This time we gone ahead and brought Yachirin. Now, Yachirin's a really good character because she does support you as an SR. But there's a really cool effect that once you use her first skill, do an additional attack there. If we switch out, she will actually just appear. There she is, like, she just sits in the back staring and watching, which I think is really cool looking. And every now and then, she will come in with support and do an additional attack, which I think is really cool. Kind of just like, then again, she didn't actually get herself involved, but she does cheer it on from the side, similar to how she did it with Kenpachi vs Ichigo. So that's a really cool effect for side characters too, like even if you're not using them, they're still technically on the field. Now, Nemu has gone ahead and spawned in, so hopefully we can make quick work of her. Let's switch it back into Yachiru. First skill. Into the ultimate. Or at least second skill. And this should give us a pretty good damage buff here. Although I am doing quite a difficult quest, I'm not too sure if we are really built for this. It looks like we have to focus on Nemu until she's gone, and then we can focus back on Mayuri. Might as well go Bankai. Parry. 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 Never mind. That was a hard... It's kind of hard to see with Toshiro's Bankai. I'm not going to lie. Nice. Again, I think the best part is the fact that we are ranged. This is so cool, though. Just stay far away. I tried to parry that, but didn't really get an opportunity to do so. It's crazy. First skill. And we're doing some decent damage. I don't think enough to actually beat the quest, though. I think this difficulty is a bit too high for my Toshiro right now. I haven't fully invested into him all that much. Besides the fact that they did give us all the skills. Always weapon stuff in synchro. Okay, I tried to parry that, but unfortunately, didn't really go to plan. Now, luckily we don't have to go against his Bankai. There is like a Bankai mini-boss with Mayuri. It seems like Nemu right now is more of the problem. Finally got the parry off. Might as well go ahead and use the finisher there. So look, guys, I think Toshiro... Oh, look at that freeze effect. That was cool. I think Toshiro one of the prime examples where even though a character cannot have two skills, there's a lot you can do with those two skills. Like, look at all this. And I believe Toshiro is one of the newer design characters too, alongside Sergeant and also Yoruichi, because they weren't playable in the pre-alpha. So I can only imagine what characters like Gin and Aizen are going to like when they officially become playable. And even other characters like, oh, the Espada, you know. Parry there. Into the first skill. It honestly seems like we spam this skill more than the other one. Okay, we're about to finally take out Nemu, but it seems like it's not enough. Then again, I don't think you're meant to beat these quests. I think just try and get a score. If you can beat it, great, but not a great showing right now for us. Seems like we're going to have to come back, level up Toshiro, make him stronger, and then take on this boss, because right now the difficulty seems a bit too high. So I guess that's a quick look at the newest SSR in Bleach Soul Resonance, that being Toshiro. Unsure, at least as of right now, because I believe this closed beta is going to continue on for like another week or two. If we do get any more new characters, I definitely will make some videos on it. At least as of right now, the only character we are waiting for is Kenpachi. He was playable in the pre-alpha, but not available right now. It seems like he's been completely removed from the game, and likely it is because they are going to rework him and maybe make him look cooler. I don't know. I like what they have been doing with the newer SSRs. Again, Toshiro, Sergeant, and also Yoruichi. So if they can make Kenpachi look even cooler, that's going to be great to see. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about Toshiro in the comments below. Will you be trying to summon for this character when the global launch does happen, hopefully this year? Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.